Today's contemporary reading is from Braiding Sweetgrass, Witch Hazel, as told through the eyes of author Robin Wall Kimmerer's daughter. I first met Hazel Barnett when I was walking in the fields of Kentucky, looking for wild blackberries with my mother. We were bent to our picking when I heard a high voice from the hedgerow call, "Howdy do, howdy do." There at the fence stood the oldest woman I'd ever seen. Slightly afraid, I took my mother's hand as we walked over to greet her. Her iron gray hair was drawn into a bun at the back of her neck, with a corona of white wisps standing out like the sun rays around her toothless face. "I like to see your light at night," she said. "It feels real neighborly. I see y'all out walking and come to say hi-dee." I'd never heard of a person named Hazel, but I'd heard of Witch Hazel and was quite certain that this must be the witch herself. I held my mother's hand even tighter. I suppose, given the way Hazel is with plants, there was a time when some might have called her witch. She and my mother became unlikely friends, trading recipes and garden tips. By day, my mother was a professor at the college in town, but spring twilight found her barefoot in the garden, planting beans and helping me fill my pail with earthworms that were severed by her shovel, back to health in the worm hospital I constructed beneath the irises. She encouraged me in this, always saying, "There is no hurt that can't be healed by love." The visits progressed from the fence line to the front porch, and Hazel would tell about the time she was called out to deliver a baby in a snowstorm, or how people would come to her door for healing herbs. When I think back on my mother's friendship with Hazel, I suppose that the deep respect they had for each other was rooted in such things. Both were women with feet planted deep in the earth who took pride in a back strong enough to carry a load for others.